Good morning. Good morning.
Morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
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 Good morning, sir.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. We'll start in a couple of minutes. Okay. So I have sent the question and answers for the end of chapter for chapter 1. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
you can all check that one. So I think before that true and false we have already discussed in the class itself, that multiple choice questions and fill in the
Yes,
blanks.
sir.
So
Yes.
after that whatever this true and false is there, answer in brief, answer in detail. So all of these I have given in the PDF copy. You can use
Sir,
that
I've
for
written copy also, question answer.
yes, you can also check with that. Okay. So you will have one copy just in case. Okay, good. So today
Sir, I've written.
Okay, good. So
Excuse
today,
me, sir.
yes,
Excuse me, sir. Sir, the copy in which we have written macro and micronutrients are different, sir. In that copy only we have to write.
yes. You keep one copy. There is no need for multiple copies now.
Okay.
So you have
Yes,
one
sir. Copy, copy.
one homework copy, something you are
Thank you,
following,
sir.
right? In that homework copy, you write whatever is there, this homeworks. Okay. So today we will be starting the next chapter, that is chapter 2.
Reproduction in plants and animals.
Yes, we'll start that one.
Can I read?
Sir, may I read?
Just one moment. Huh? Okay, my screen is shared. Okay. So the chapter reproduction in plants and animals. What is the meaning of reproduction? Why it is important to understand about reproduction is the question. What is reproduction? So, suppose we are looking for some words of say Xerox. We say no, we are making some Xerox. We say photocopy or Xerox.
Yes, sir. Copying.
Yeah. So there are different words, synonyms we say, no? What are the synonyms for Xerox or photocopy? So there are the different ways you can use, other words we can use for that, and to copy, to duplicate it, facsimile, photostat, replicate, and also reproduction. So in a way, reproduction is another name for Xerox. So can we say making Xerox is a reproduction?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Both of
Yes,
these,
Yes, sir.
both of these are synonyms. So why not we say like that? We say that biological organisms they
Sir,
undergo
because Xerox we can do anything, but in reproduction only some any animal or a living thing can be done. But in Xerox we can do a copy of anything.
Okay. So when we are saying Xerox, generally we are referring to the non-living things, like paper or whatever. We are making a Xerox of that. But when we are talking about biological organisms, we are using a different term, that is reproduction. Okay, there is a production that is repeating production, reproduction. Okay, so this reproduction is taking place in all living organisms. True or false?
Sir, true.
True. So is it possible? Is it possible?
True.
Yeah. Is it possible that there is some living organism without reproduction also they can survive?
No, sir.
Okay, that means all living organisms undergo
Sir,
reproduction.
not all living organisms like shells and all they does not do reproduction. Sir, they do, but some organisms maybe can't do.
You see, there are some characteristic features of to define that it is living or non-living. Okay, one of such a characteristic is the ability to reproduce. So any species, any living organism, it has to continue the generation. All living organisms will be born and they will die. This is fact. No change. If it is a living organism, it will die. If it is not going to die, it is not living organism. Okay, so living organisms will die and living organisms will also reproduce. That is also true, because if living organisms will not reproduce, then there will be no more birth. Okay, there will be no more new ones. That species, whatever it is, it will become extinct. It will be just complete. Just it will take birth and it will die. So there is the species is not going to propagate. So for all living organisms, there are some characteristics are there. Okay, one of that characteristic is the ability to reproduce. Okay, now what exactly is reproduction, say in a definition terms, and do all the living organisms undergo reproduction in similar way, or there are some different ways by which they undergo reproduction?
Sir, many different ways for
So many
every
different ways.
every living organism.
Yes. So there are the many different ways are there by which the plants, animals. We are always thinking about plants and animals because they are very much visible to our eyes. Very common we are seeing the plants and animals. But there are also the microorganisms. Microorganisms are very small. We are not seeing them every day. Okay, but they are also affecting our life. Okay, very important. So even the microorganisms also, they also undergo the reproduction. All of them have certain similarities and certain dissimilarities also. So here we will be seeing is first, what is the reproduction definition. So reproduction is the biological process okay, by which an organism gives rise to organisms of its own kind. So by which the you can see under the in page number 15 of your textbook, page number 15. Okay, so under reproduction it is given the first statement, that is reproduction is the biological process by which an organism gives rise to organisms of its own kind. Okay, it is essential for it is essential life process that helps to maintain the continuity of the species. Okay, it is seen in all living organisms, plants, animals, microorganisms. Different species do not reproduce in the same way. How they reproduce we will be seeing. There are the two methods we will see. Reproduction is by the two methods, two broad methods. Okay, so if anyone's microphone is on, please switch it off. Asexual and sexual reproduction. Two methods are asexual and sexual. Now, what is the meaning of the asexual reproduction? Here, when we take the example of some organisms like hydra, bacteria, fungi, amoeba. Hydra, I think are you listening about hydra for the first time?
No, sir.
No, sir.
So,
No, sir.
No,
so
sir.
No, sir.
you have some idea how the hydra looks like and all, what it is, where it is.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, when we say hydra, it is looking something like this. It is present in the aquatic environment, that is in the water, generally pond water and so on. So out in the top part it will be having this kind of some kind of tentacles and it will be eating the small microorganisms. So hydra as well as amoeba is not having any fixed shape. Okay, it will be moving like this, some kind of. So in such organisms as well as bacteria, fungi, there is the process of reproduction that we say asexual reproduction. So here what is happening is a single parent.
Sir, asexual reproduction is a type of reproduction that does not involve in the fusion of gametes.
Yes, there is no fusion of gametes. We will see what is gametes. First simple thing is there is a single parent. Okay, So it doesn't require, this form of reproduction does not require the participation of the two parents. Opposite mating type parents are not required. There is only one parent is involved, and the single parent is sufficient to produce the new organism. Okay, the single parent can give rise to the new organism. So what will happen to the parent?
It will be divided into two
Divided into
or many.
Okay. So in this asexual reproduction, there are the different types in which one organism can be split into two. Okay, this is one.
By binary fission and multiple fission.
Yeah, there are different ways. We will see. Okay, we are not yet gone into that one. No? So either they may be equal division to form like this, or a small part of it may be broken and the new organism may form. So but whatever it may be, the single one parent is sufficient to form the offsprings, that is the new organism. Okay, and this new organism is going to be exact copy of parent. Okay, so whether it is in how they look and all, or in their original how they are made up of their genetic DNA also, everything will be exactly same. Okay, so this is the asexual reproduction. In sexual reproduction, what is happening, that it requires the opposite sex parents should be there. Okay, that is what we say as the male and female. Okay, now these should be from the same species. Okay, same species means what? If it is a monkey, okay, it has to be monkey. It cannot be a monkey gorilla.
Same
Okay.
kind.
Yeah, same. It has to be same species. The definition of the species itself. For
Sir, but
example,
crossbreeding?
no, crossbreeding is a different thing. You see, when you say species, the definition of a species itself says that they should be able to reproduce among themselves. Then they will belong to the same species. If they are not able to reproduce among themselves, they are different species. For example, there may be so many birds also, for example. So when you look overall, they may look to be very similar, but they are different species. They cannot breed among themselves. Okay, that is why we are, so how, for example, you are coming across a horse, mule, okay, like that, different things are there, different animals are there, the animals may look very similar. Okay, so whether they are able to breed or not able to breed, that is the criteria to say that they are the same species or the different species. Okay, now the important thing in the sexual reproduction is that there should be the opposite mating types. Okay, they will be a male and female parent, and they will produce the, individually they will produce the gametes. Okay, these gametes will fuse. Okay, these gametes will fuse to form the new organism. Okay, to form the new organism. So here you see the process is very straightforward. One organism is there, break it into pieces, either equally, unequally, small piece, anything, and you make a new organism out of it. Okay, asexual reproduction. But in sexual reproduction, it's a complicated process. It requires the opposite mating type, male, female. Each of them will produce the gametes. The gametes will fuse, produce the new organisms. Why such a complicated process is required? So what happened in evolution, that asexual reproduction is sufficient for normal just a reproduction, that is making the copies. It is very sufficient. But when a particular species want to be genetically very strong, okay, for example, we know that environment keeps changing, challenges are always changing, different types of pressures. For example, if you take the humans are able to survive even in the mountains, in the deserts, in the normal plains, islands, in the Iceland, different these kind of places, human species is able to survive. To be able to survive like that, there should be what we say adaptation. Body should be able to adapt to that. New characters have to be formed. For example, now all of us know that there is an attack of the virus. Okay. Now what is happening when the virus is attacking, or any such kind of a microbial attack is there, this kind of changes are there in the environment, then genetically also we have to make new combinations. That is possible in the sexual reproduction. Okay, so this new organism that is formed by the male and female union of the gametes, whether it is exact copy or not.
So they are not exact copy.
Not exact copy.
Not exact.
So if you write in the proper science term, you will say they are similar. Okay, they are similar but not identical. Identical, TICAL. Okay, but they are not identical. Okay, the new organisms are similar to the parents. Okay, but they are not identical. Identical means 100%. Okay, similar means okay, overall same, but
Only face or body, not behavior and all are true copy.
no. It is that this behavior and all things are different things. They are different things. What we are looking here is a genetic. Here, when we say that is exact copy, does not mean only the appearance, but the DNA. Okay, inside the cell there is the DNA is there. The DNA is having all the information, how the organism will look like, what is its in the life, how it has to develop. Okay, first for example, humans, they will be like a baby, they will become like a child and become an adult, become old. All this kind of information is there in the DNA before itself, how the development is going to take place. Okay, how the different organs of the body should be formed, exactly how the cells have to divide, how much they have to divide, till where they have to divide, all this information is there. Okay,
Certain DNA cannot be same because 23, because if 48 are there, then 24 and 24 from father and 24 from mother is coming, then it can't be same anymore.
okay, I think you have time to understand those things in your next year. Okay, don't go into that much here. Main thing is the concept here, simply what it is, that whatever DNA is there in the male and is there in the female, it is not identical. Okay, for example, we try to make new varieties of better, say for example, mango season is there now, so the farmers or agriculture scientists, they want to make the new varieties. Okay, the new varieties of mango which is able to give the more yielding of the mangoes, they are not going to get so much of disease, all this kind of character they want. So what they will do, they will choose the two parents. Okay, one of them which is giving very good yield, other which is very much resistant to this kind of infections. Okay, and they try to make the new breed. So there they are taking one male and female parent and fusing. Okay, so the two characters can be mixed. Okay, there is a mixing of characters. Okay, new combinations can be made. That is the actual thing that is there in the sexual reproduction. In asexual reproduction, new combinations are not going to come, only generation by generation exact copies will come. So if there is any sudden change in the environment, if there is any sudden attack, okay, any bacterial attack, virus attack, or any temperature changes or whatever like that, then this is not able to survive that much better as the sexual reproduction. Okay. Okay, next we will see in more detail first with the reproduction in plants. Okay, so they also have both asexual and sexual reproduction. So asexual reproduction, under asexual reproduction there are the two methods are there in the plants. One is the spore formation. Okay, and the other one is the vegetative propagation. Both of these are asexual reproduction. So the moment we think about the plants, reproduction in plants, what comes to our mind, which how they are going to reproduce? Immediately we think about flowers. Okay, the flowers, pollen, honeybees and seeds will be produced, and that is how the reproduction is going to take place in the plants. That is what we think about. All plants are not going to produce the seeds. Okay, all plants are not going to produce the flowers. Okay, different methods of reproduction are there. So one such a seedless method of reproduction, okay, which is an asexual method of reproduction, that we see in the fern. Okay, ferns are there. So in the figure 2.1 you are able to see a fern leaf. Okay, and when you see, most of you have seen this plant, ferns. Okay, generally like ornamental purpose also they keep somewhere, you know, when you go outside, some in the pots they will put that one for decorations also, ferns. Okay, in the front part of the leaf, it is very clean, it is not having any kind of structures. But what you are seeing here on the back side of the leaf, you will see this kind of brown spots. Okay, this kind of the brown spots will be there. These contain what you say the globular structures called sporangia. Globular structures means what? Round, globe.
The round structure.
Round. You can say more specifically as a spear. Globe. Globe is a spear, no? So sphere. So when you talk about shape, circle is different from sphere. Okay. So globe. So here globe, globular. Okay, it's a three-dimensional shape. So in the ferns, the lower part of the leaf, we can see this kind of brown structures. These are known as the sporangia. Okay, singular is a sporangium. So when the sporangium mature, it will burst and it will release the spores. So what are these spores? Spores are tiny spherical like this, small they will be. Okay, they will be somewhere micrometer size, microns. Okay, we are not able to see generally with the naked eye. Just like pollen grains will be there in the flowers. Okay, like a very fine dust, they will go in the atmosphere. Spores. Okay, so this sporangia, what we are able to see, these are sporangia in the leaf, what we are seeing. So all of you are able to see in page number 16.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, the figure
Yes, sir.
2.1. So that brown big spots are there. That each one is not called sporangia. It is having millions of sporangia inside it. Okay, so that sporangia itself is also spherical shape. It is also something like this spherical shape. It may have some designs on top of it, and inside that it will be filled with the spores. Okay, that is the sporangia. Like this, there will be thousands of structures will be there inside each one that we are able to see, like this brown spot. Okay, and then when it matures, then this will burst. This part will burst. It will open, and the spores will come outside in the air. Okay, that will go around in the air, and wherever it will find the nice conditions, there these spores, they will start to grow into a new plant. Okay, that's how the ferns, which are seedless plants, there are no seeds here. Okay, by asexual reproduction, they are making this kind of spores and they are undergoing reproduction. Okay. Okay, this one you understood, all of you? Sporangium,
Yes, sir.
spore
Yes, sir.
formation. Okay, next
Yes, sir.
one. Next one is the, okay, I think next one, that is the vegetative propagation.